When you have type 1 diabetes, what you eat has a direct effect on your blood sugar levels, so you need to pay close attention to what you eat. One question that people with this condition often ask is whether vegetables with their natural sugars are a good choice or could be bad for them. Fruits have a lot of fiber, vitamins, and minerals, but they also have carbs. It can be hard to figure out what part they play in a diabetic diet. In this video, we'll talk about how different foods can affect blood sugar levels and how a person with type 1 diabetes can safely eat them. Understanding type 1 diabetes. Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disease in which the pancreas doesn't make enough insulin, a hormone that is needed to turn glucose into energy. To keep complications like nerve damage, heart disease, and vision problems from happening, people with this illness must carefully control their blood sugar levels. Diet is very important for this because the amount of carbs you eat directly affects your blood sugar levels. To keep their blood sugar levels fixed, people with type 1 diabetes must carefully match the amount of insulin they take with the amount of food they eat and the amount of energy they use. For daily control and long-term health, it's important to know how different foods affect blood sugar. What is the role of fruit in a diabetic diet? Fruits are naturally high in sugar, mostly in the form of fructose, but they play a lot of different roles in a diabetic's diet. Fructose has a smaller effect on blood sugar levels than other types of sugar. This could make apples a better choice for people with diabetes. This is a good place to use the glycemic index, GI, which shows how quickly foods raise blood sugar levels after eating. People who are managing their diabetes should eat fruits with a low to intermediate GI because they raise blood sugar more slowly and steadily than high GI fruits, which can cause spikes. So, choosing foods based on their glycemic index is very important for keeping blood sugar levels in check and making sure you eat a healthy diet. Best fruits for type 1 diabetes. Number 4. Berries. Because they have a low glucose index and a lot of fiber, berries like strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries are great for people with type 1 diabetes. Not only do these foods help control blood sugar, but they also have antioxidants that are good for your health in general. Number 3, cherries. Because cherries have a low glycemic index, they can help people with type 1 diabetes control their blood sugar. They also have a lot of anti-inflammatory and antioxidant compounds that help lower the risk of complications linked to diabetes. Number 2, apples. Apples are a good choice for people with diabetes because they are high in fiber and have a low sugar index. Fiber slows down the intake of sugar, which keeps blood sugar levels from rising too quickly. They also contain many important vitamins. Number 1, pears. Pears are another food that is good for people with type 1 diabetes because they have a low glycemic index. In addition to tasting sweet, they are high in fiber and make for a delicious and healthy snack that helps keep blood sugar in check. What types of fruits should people with type 1 diabetes limit due to their higher glycemic index? Fruits are good for you, but people with type 1 diabetes need to be careful which ones they eat because they have different glycemic indices, which can change their blood sugar levels. Fruits with a higher glucose index, like bananas, pineapples, and melons, are healthy but should only be eaten in small amounts. Bananas are high in energy and potassium, but they can make your blood sugar rise faster, so it's important to watch how much you eat. Pineapples have a lot of natural carbs and vitamins C and manganese, so they need to be carefully added to a diabetic's meal plan. Melons like watermelon and cantaloupe are good for you because they keep you hydrated and give you nutrients, but they can cause your blood sugar to rise because they have a lot of sugar. For people with diabetes, it's important to eat a variety of low glycemic foods and to think about how these fruits will affect their total glycemic control. If you want to know the signs and symptoms of diabetes, then go to the link in the description and watch our complete video. How do you incorporate fruits into your diet? People with type 1 diabetes need to be careful when adding fruits to their diet to keep their blood sugar levels normal. It's important to watch your portions because eating fruit in moderation can keep your blood sugar from rising quickly. It's also good to eat fruits with proteins or healthy fats. For example, eating an apple with almond butter or adding berries to Greek yogurt can help slow down the intake of sugars and give you energy more steadily. Adding vegetables to a well-balanced meal can also slow down the rise in blood sugar. If you are watching how many carbs you eat, using a food scale to measure out amounts of fruit can help you better control how much sugar you eat. Also, picking fruits with a lower glycemic index, like peaches or berries, over fruits with a higher glycemic index, like watermelon or pineapple, can can be a useful way to control your daily sugar levels. With these tips, people with diabetes can still eat veggies and get the health benefits while keeping their blood sugar in check. It's important to know how different foods affect blood sugar when you have type 1 diabetes, especially when it comes to fruits, which naturally contain sugar. Fruits are good for you because they have fiber and important nutrients, but their high sugar level can be a problem. Berry, cherry, apple, and pear fruits have a low glycemic index, which means they don't raise blood sugar as much as other fruits might. This makes them great for people with diabetes. But you should be careful when eating fruits like bananas, pineapples, and melons that have higher sugar indexes. If you have diabetes and want to eat fruit, make sure you eat it with proteins or fats to keep your blood sugar levels steady, and watch how much you eat at all times. If you understand and use these tips, you can get the health benefits of fruits while also controlling your diabetes well. Remember to subscribe, share, and comment so you can always see our newest posts.